I just wanted to ask you guys some questions about our weight loss program.
Okay.
So one of the questions that we get a lot is what's so different about what Pure is going to be doing with weight loss?
That's a good question.
That is.
So one of the differences is this is a very complicated subject matter, and what we want to do is we want you to lose weight, but we don't want you to lose muscle or lose fitness. So we spend a lot of time evaluating your lean muscle mass versus your fat, and adjusting not only your peptides that we're going to use, but also adjusting diet and exercise that is going to be specific for them.
Right. Yeah, the way we're doing this is we're doing specific metabolic testing for the individual. I mean, make no mistake that the challenge of weight loss is also a struggle against insulin resistance in society, and monitoring both of those parameters is gonna help us achieve goals in a much healthier way.
Okay. And can you explain some of the various equipment that you'll be using to help monitor?
Yeah. You want to do InBody?
Yeah. So I mean, InBody is one of the first ways we're going to do it. As I think I mentioned before, though, InBody is so much more than a scale. It actually is a measure of your body composition, including lean body mass, percent body fat, and monitoring it in our appendicular structures. So being able to know exactly how much visceral fat and how much fat you have in your arms and legs has a lot to do with proper weight loss.
Okay.
Right, and one of the other devices we'll use is the Pinoe, which gives us the ability to know your metabolic system. How much fat are you burning as a fuel source? How much carbohydrate are you burning as a fuel source? We then can exercise you on a bike to understand your VO2 max, which tells us how efficient your cardiovascular system is. And then with all that data, we can send to your phone every day on your app a very specific diet and exercise plan that is unique to you and nobody else. It tells us what you should have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, your grocery list, and exactly how much exercise and what exercise you should do, whether it's cardiovascular, strength training, whatever it may be.
Okay. And how often are you going to need to see your weight loss patients?
Yeah, that's going to probably be at least once a quarter to do an InBody, because the key on this is with a lot of these peptides that people use, the Wegovy's or Ozempics or whatever, the semaglutides, the problem is you can lose muscle if you're not careful, and so we want to make sure our patients are not losing muscle.
And some of our clients will be in here weekly for, depending on what peptide regimen they're on, whether they need to be injected on a weekly basis, or whether they get to take some of their peptides home and inject on their own.
Right.
Okay. What other things do you think would be important for somebody to know who's interested in maybe looking into this a little bit further?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be two subcategories here. There's going to be people that really, really need to lose weight, or people that need to lose 40, 50, 60, 80 pounds of weight. That's going to be one subcategory of patients, and that's going to be peptides, it's going to be exercise, it's going to be nutrition, and very closely followed. We're going to have another subcategory of folks that are not necessarily needing to lose that much weight. Maybe they want to lose 10 or 15 pounds, but they just want to get in better fitness, better shape. There's going to be different peptides for that, and there's going to be also specific diet and exercise programs for that, because not everybody needs or should even have things like semaglutide.
Yeah, I think maybe I would even argue that there might be a third category of patients who consider themselves high-level athletes who just want to know about their performance indicators and sort of how to take their own fitness to the next level.
Right.
Okay. And what do you think would be the long term of this for somebody? Is this a forever?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think weight loss, fighting insulin resistance, and staying healthy is very much a forever goal for all of us. If longevity and healthy living is important to you as a person, I don't think that necessarily means you have to be on semaglutide or Ozempic forever. In fact, we don't want you on that for any extended period of time. But I think when you use these peptides and you integrate certain things in the right way, you can get dramatic results.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get a good jump start with using the semaglutide if we need to on people who need to lose a lot of weight. But ultimately, our goal is to get you off of the semaglutide.
Yeah.
You might be on other peptides, but there's never going to be a time that we're not talking to you about exercise and nutrition, sleep, overall activity, and whether or not you need, say, for example, hormone replacement therapy or something else. This is a lifelong process. This isn't a take this medicine for 6 months and then you're going to be healthy the rest of your life. It's not going to work that way.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.